Consider for a moment the world as we know it today. Is it not filled with structures and systems that often seem to create more chaos than harmony? We find ourselves in a society where power is often centralized, with a select few controlling the many. Hierarchies are deeply embedded into our systems, from the workplace to the schoolyard and even within our homes. There's a constant power struggle, a tug of war, where the strong strive to stay at the top and the weak are often left struggling at the bottom. Personal freedom? It's often a concept more than a reality. We're bound by rules and regulations, many of which we didn't have a say in creating. We're told what we can and cannot do, where we can and cannot go. In many ways, we're like birds in a cage, free to fly, but only within the confines of our enclosures. This lack of personal freedom and the constant struggle for power creates friction, tension, and often conflict. We witness this in the form of wars, economic disparities, and social injustices. It's a cycle that seems to repeat itself, with each generation inheriting the struggles of the one before. Now imagine a society where hierarchies are non-existent. A society where there's no centralized power, no coercion, no enforced rules or regulations. A society where personal freedom is not just a concept, but a reality. This is the concept of anarchism. Anarchism is often misunderstood, associated with chaos and disorder. But in its true essence, it's about freedom and equality, about living in a society where everyone has an equal say, where everyone is respected and valued. It's about building communities based on mutual respect and empathy, not power and control. But what if there was another way? A way that promoted personal freedom and societal harmony? This is not just a rhetorical question, but an invitation to explore an alternative, to consider a world where we're not bound by hierarchies and coercion, but by mutual respect, empathy, and a shared vision for a better world. Anarchism, a term often misunderstood, is simply a society that operates without hierarchies or coercion. Now let's delve into this concept a bit more. At its core, anarchism is about voluntary association, mutual aid, and non-hierarchical structures. It's about breaking free from the chains of imposed authority and embracing the beautiful chaos of unstructured harmony. To begin with, voluntary association is a cornerstone of anarchism. It's about choosing to interact, to engage, and to cooperate with others out of free will, not forced obligation. It means relationships are based on mutual consent and understanding, fostering a sense of genuine connection and respect among individuals. Next, we have the principle of mutual aid, the idea that people can and should help each other out. In an anarchist society, we don't compete against each other for resources or power. Instead, we support, we uplift, we care. We understand that your well-being is tied to mine, and that by helping you, I'm also helping myself. And then there's the concept of non-hierarchical structures. In an anarchist society, there's no room for power dynamics or authority figures. Decisions are made collectively, with everyone having an equal say. This way, we ensure that no voice is silenced, that no perspective is overlooked. These principles together foster a society that truly values individual freedom and community cooperation. In an anarchist society, you're not confined by rigid societal norms or expectations. You're free to be you, to express your thoughts, to follow your passions, to live your truth. But it's not just about individual freedom. It's also about community cooperation. It's about understanding that we are all interconnected, that we can achieve so much more when we work together. It's about celebrating diversity, embracing differences, and fostering a sense of unity amid diversity. So imagine a society where everyone is free to express themselves, to contribute in their own unique way, and to live in harmony with others. That, my friends, is the vision of anarchism. In an anarchist society, community and relationships are at the heart of everything. This is a world where the essence of human connection takes precedence, where the bonds that hold us together are not forged by authority, but by mutual respect and empathy. In such a society, communities are not defined by geographical boundaries or political affiliations. Rather, they are a tapestry of individuals, each with their own unique perspectives and passions, woven together by shared values and mutual support. These are communities that thrive on diversity, that celebrate the individual while fostering a deep sense of belonging and togetherness. In these communities, relationships are nurtured in a space of freedom. Free from societal norms and expectations, relationships are allowed to bloom in their own unique and unpredictable ways. Here, love is not confined by labels or roles. It is a fluid, ever-evolving dance between individuals who respect and value each other's autonomy. These relationships are not bound by obligation, but fueled by genuine affection and understanding. They are not about possession, but about appreciation. They are not about control, but about collaboration. They are not about dependency, but about interdependence. In an anarchist society, relationships are not a battleground for power, but a playground for personal growth and mutual enrichment. They are not a transaction, but a journey of discovery and growth. They are not about fulfilling societal roles, but about fulfilling personal dreams and aspirations. In such a society, relationships are not a means to an end, but an end in themselves. They are not about reaching a destination, but about enjoying the journey. They are not about achieving societal milestones, but about creating personal memories and experiences. Here, relationships are not a compromise, but a celebration. They are not a burden, but a blessing. They are not a duty, but a delight. In an anarchist society, relationships are not about conforming to societal norms, but about creating your own norms. They are not about playing by the rules, but about creating your own rules. So imagine a world where relationships are not defined by societal expectations, but by personal aspirations. A world where love is not a contract, but a connection. A world where community is not a structure, but a feeling. In such a society, relationships are not a means to an end, but an end in themselves. Art and culture are not just encouraged, but celebrated in an anarchist society. In a world of anarchist ideals, everyone is free to express their creativity without the fear of censorship or the need for societal approval. Imagine a society where each one of us can wield the brush of creativity, unhindered by the chains of conformity or the weight of tradition. This vision of freedom gives birth to an explosion of artistic expression, where every voice, every color, every note is a testament to the human spirit's unquenchable thirst for self-expression. In such a society, art takes on a whole new dimension. It's not just about creating beautiful objects or mesmerizing performances. It's about expressing one's deepest emotions, challenging the status quo, and sparking meaningful conversations. Art becomes a powerful tool for social change, a catalyst for collective awakening. This freedom of expression leads to a flourishing of art and culture, with diverse expressions and projects, from the vibrant murals adorning the city walls to the soulful melodies wafting through the air, from the daring dance performances in the town square to the thought-provoking theater productions. Art is everywhere. It's in the laughter of children painting their dreams, in the stories of elders weaving tales of wisdom, in the hands of artisans crafting masterpieces out of raw materials. In an anarchist society, culture is not a rigid set of norms and traditions, but a dynamic, evolving tapestry of human experiences. It's a celebration of our shared humanity, our unique differences, and our collective aspirations. It's a testament to our resilience, our creativity, and our capacity for love and empathy. In this society, art and culture are not dictated by the market or the elites, but are shaped by the people, for the people. They are not commodities to be bought and sold, but treasures to be cherished and shared. They are not tools of propaganda, but vehicles of truth and transformation. And so, in an anarchist society, art is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. It's a celebration of freedom, a celebration of diversity, a celebration of humanity at its best. It's a testament to the power of creative expression, the beauty of diversity, and the potential of a society built on mutual respect, empathy, and freedom. In an anarchist society, art is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. In an anarchist society, the relationship between humans and nature is one of mutual respect and harmony. This radical political philosophy deeply values sustainability and ecological consciousness. It sees the world not as a hierarchy, but as an interconnected web of life. In this vision, humans are not conquerors of nature, but its stewards, living in a harmonious balance. An anarchist society cherishes the natural world, understanding that our well-being is intrinsically tied to the health of our environment. It encourages practices that nurture the earth, promoting sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, and mindful consumption. This respect for nature is not just a philosophical stance, it's a practical reality. In an anarchist society, the rhythm of life is dictated not by the ticking of a clock, but by the changing of seasons, the ebb and flow of tides, the cycles of the moon. In an anarchist society, nature is not a resource to be exploited, but a partner to be nurtured. So, is a different, more harmonious world possible? Let's reflect on what we've discussed. We've seen how our current society operates and explored the concept of anarchism, a society built on mutual respect, empathy, and self-organization. We've imagined communities held together by bonds of love and support, where everyone has the freedom to express themselves creatively. In this vision, art and culture are not commodities, but vibrant expressions of the human spirit, blossoming in a world free of hierarchy and coercion. We've contemplated the possibility of a world where we live in harmony with nature, where sustainability and ecological consciousness are at the heart of our existence. So, is such a world possible? It might seem like a far-off dream, but remember, every reality begins as a dream. Perhaps it's time we start imagining a world not as it is, but as it could be.